So full screen activation. There we go. So I should be streaming right now. I don't know how well the people can hear me. There we go. Stream is up. Let's get going. There, yeah, 70 FPS. Okay. So I was doing a bit of grinding on bar, nearly 61, but we are gonna switch. Wrong button. Pressing Windows like a fucking idiot. We're gonna swing over to Novara, blah 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 blah, and for now. You know, I just realized I ended up doing the one side quest that was there off screen. But basically, what I remember from what happened was we got the Great Snake of Ranka back. Does it really matter? Thicker than blood. Level. Oh yes, I have that. We actually will do that. Thicker than blood. Ah. Ooh. Ethernet. Here. Your skill might be closer. Loyal Lemire. Well, for any action, you headed in? Yes, I am headed in. Glad to see Orcus hasn't sunk his teeth into you yet, Ash, and don't go thinking he's given up on trying, though. He's out there, savoring you from a distance. Can't resist checking in on his prize. Just he can't resist seeking out morsels to time over to his feast. The poetry received of a man pale as death skulking about the sands is proof of that. And then there's the matter of this blunted dagger. We don't know who sent it, but we do know what it means. It's a warning, commonly used by the less savory elements in old art. A warning that the next will be delivered sharp and straight to our bellies. More fool them, they've no notion of what we faced and lived, thinking we'd soil our small clothes over empty threats. Let's hope it's nothing more than that, lass, seeing as we need to follow up on these reports sooner than later. Anyone fancy a bit of fresh air? If we catch a whiff of Orcus's foul stench, all the better. Ashen, I want you to ask me around near Blackbrush Station. I'll hit the stone's throw. When you're done, meet me there and we'll share what we've dug up. Do 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 do. Recognize that selfish stride, the mark of man ready to take on the world and then some. You must be the Eorzean Reaper the boss sent word about. I'm almost disappointed to tell you nothing is amiss. The soldier in me would have loved to see Reaper in action. I once fought in the Imperial Army. They wouldn't think it to look at me now. I served proudly under Lord Valens in my youth until the day he ordered us to use common folk as fodder in some pointless skirmish. I refused and was sent to Nazareth Candor. Needless to say, I didn't keep that appointment. Compared to that evil, useless thrusts and ghosts are no bother, but the less jaded are more excitable. One lass in particular has been jumping at shadows. She claims to have seen all manner of affairs, but I say she'd be startled by Her own reflection still. If you want to let any of her delusions, you can find her in Lost Hope. Speak with the elegant woman. Elegant! Tomoe! Tomoe Kano has logged in. Ah! Oh, hello, who are you? Oh, did your still receive my missive? She sent someone to rid us of this terrible evil waiting in the wings. Truly, she cares for us as if we were her own flesh and blood, which is more than I can say about my own. Not once I have longed for her return, the life of comfort that I left behind in Garlemald, and I have Drusilla to thank for that. She's the reason I left home in the first place, of course. Had I not met my beloved, I would still likely be feasting on lemon cakes in ignorance. In ignorance of love and freedom, I found the former in Garlemald, and the latter in Eorzea. Our new life blossomed into something beautiful. Not every day has been easy, not even most days, but Drusilla's watchful eye keeps us safe, and our freedom was worth any measure of hardship. This terrible fear of my heart when my beloved told me the pale man he spied on sands, and now that the family has come to help, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm sure you wish to know precisely where you find that horrid creature, but I cannot help half so well as my beloved might. Seek in the southeast, and pray put an end to this nightmare. Okay. Live candy. Through doubled mist, the hunter doth now tread, striking the scent of quarry others dread. In darkest night, cry for a keeper. Low by your side, he walks the reaper. Through doubled mist, the hunter doth now tread, striking the scent of quarry other dread. Keeper, reaper. Apologies for the effusive display, but friend, I'm a poet, you see, and cannot resist putting into words the flow of emotions that accompany such a striking figure as yours. Get out of here, dude! Monster! Grog! The blood emanating from this voice is potent and powerful. Oh my. Thank you, my savior, my godsend! Would that I could have aided you, but alas, that poet's pen is of little use in battle. Of course, unless of course that battle involves not swords and sighs, but words. Just as the sire of my beloved, who's even now licking the wounds dealt by the invective verse I composed after he had the gall to forbid our union. The masterwork of scathing metaphor and subtle remonstration, alas, for all their pretensions, nobles are nothing but subtle in their age. We were forced to flee, abandon our homes. It was only our love for sustenance. Nevertheless, I regretted not a single moment of our life in exile, and Eorzea has been an unexpected treasure. Freedom of mind and freedom of heart. But I digress. Surely you do not seek me out simply to save my life and leave with a nod and a smile. Did you wish to commission a poem? The pale man and I encountered him whilst wandering these arid wastes in search of inspiration. I felt the gaze of some terrible presence upon my back, and when I turned to meet it, he was standing there, grinning like a butcher in a bullpen. He wore robes much too thick for these scorched sands, and his skin looked as if it had never been kissed by the blazing sun. Worst of all, his eyes were as two bottomless pools of blood. I feared my end had come, but then he vanished as quickly as he had appeared. Perhaps I've been reckless, Bruce, and interested in make it clear that the cost of inspiration is higher than I'm willing to pay. I shall return to my beloved for both my safety and hers. Thank you again, my savior. And another one of his accosted minions. Well, I suppose he could take comfort in the fact that none of the family came to harm, yourself included. Well done. Speaking of which, what do you think of this family you've been thrust into? Speak freely. I haven't lived this long by taking offensive opinions I don't want to hear. Doesn't matter what I think, does it? If you say so, I reckon you don't hate us, and that's good enough for me. End of the day, we're just a ragtag bunch of outcasts, unfit to live under the Empire's boot, yours truly included. Much as some enlightened types might tell you otherwise, people like to have a say in the life they lead, and that's what separates us from those bugs over there. Born queens, workers, drones, bred into roles ingrained so deeply they wouldn't know how to live otherwise, for the glory and the prosperity of the hive. But we've got it's in us to be different. Might be born into farming, soldiering, or potlicking, but we can choose to walk a different path whenever the fancy should strike. It ain't in our nature to accept our lot without question. No, we have to believe in something. Put our faith into it. Only then will we deign to march in step. And indeed, faith of a savage stripe is one way to get us dancing to the same tune. Others might be compelled through faith and logic or law, intangible, invisible, yet cause enough for killing and conquering if it suits the queen. The invaders have sullied our birthright for 8 centuries no longer. We march for Locus Amunius with a few righteous words. His radiant Solus Thus Galvus whipped the hive into a frenzy. Once that fire is burning, the passion of the masses can't soon be quelled. What was once a wish for home became a holy mission to spread enlightenment. Enlightenment which would not suffer such countless scores rendered up their lives on the altar of empire until an entire continent was united under a single Magitech fist. For those who still dreamed of unity, a deed worthy of song, yet some awoke to see it for the tyranny it was, my grandfather Rollus included. The talent of the Reapers are passed down through bloodlines. Rollus was the best of us, the most accomplished, and feared in the Order's long history. The duty of the Reapers, our role in the Hive, if you will, is to deliver our countrymen from corrupt and power-hungry tyrants. When Garlemald found religion and conquest, its appetite grew to be insatiable. My grandfather pondered this conundrum many sleepless nights, and came to a decision. He would relieve Solus Thus Galvus of his life. 20 years ago, he slipped into the deepest chamber of the Imperial Palace, silent as a shadow, until he could hear the Emperor's beating heart. But yet when Rolus returned to me, Solus was alive and well. My grandfather, on the hand, had a skittishness to his step, and his black hair had turned a pale white. He said naught of his encounter with the Emperor, save that the most powerful man in Garlemald was no man at all. Chained in his defeat, my grandfather sought greater power. Bit by bit, he gave more of himself over to the void sent behind his avatar. Orcus struck when Rolus was weakest, taking his flesh and soul in one foul swoop. When he was finished, not a mote of my grandfather remained in that body. There was only Orcus. The fiend flew into a rapturous frenzy, and my family were his first victims. I remember the chill of his teeth sinking into my flesh, gnawing until they reached my very essence. How am I standing here before you, then? Oh, Orcus gouged my soul that night, but it wasn't mine, not exactly. It was my avatar that filled his belly. Seems that all he was good stomach. Some might consider that a lucky twist of fate, but I had little time to ponder my fortune. Fled as soon as I was able. His radiance ever looked kindly on those trying to end his life or their families. I wandered out for years until I stood here, dreaming of seeking out others like me, others who would have woken with a bad dream. Those are what we call the spirits of the dead in Garlemald tongue. A fitting moniker if there ever was one. Waking up from a long sleep ain't unlike climbing out of the grave. I can attest to that. Son of a bleeding, remind me not to give such long-winded speeches. But the scent is blowing in my face. I'm heading back to some ale. See you at headquarters. Yeah, I second that. That was a long line of words. Phew! Welcome back, Bob. Welcome back, boss. How's the family? Shaken but unharmed, aside from some tousled hair and mangled verse. Orcus left one of his minion behind as a gift, but I just made quick work of it. Oh, said he was a keeper. You went out for the fierce of heart. I wish he could slay Orcus all on his own, not that we'd let him take all the glory. Of course we wouldn't. We'll all be there when Orcus tries to take his prize. I don't think we'll be waiting long either. Orcus said he struck when Asher was ripe with fear and hatred and despair. Seasonings he is loath to forego. I've been inkling that we may try to draw out those emotions, and finish off a half-eaten meal besides. Right you are, Drusilla. That face! How many nights did you mourn your avatar, the wellspring of your power? I must say, it was quite the dish. I think not. Move so much as a finger and her head will hit the floor. Ooh, that's it, Ash, and that fire. I want to see it burn, I want to see it rage, I want to see the hatred seep into the depths of your soul! Shall I make this Drusilla's final breath, or this one? It is so very hard to choose. I was right not to give in to my baser instincts, to allow the thought of your taste to simmer in my mind, as you and Drusilla formed a bond, a kinship even. Born from an understanding of her inconsequential ideals that you may better appreciate the bitter loss. But perhaps I should wait a while longer to let the flavor of your hatred mature and the tang of your malice ripen. I can make use of Drusilla yet, revel in her screams, exult in her misery. Ah, how splendid it would be! All the while, my prized piglet growing fat with loathing and succulent with terror. Patience rewards the dutiful gourmand, after all. When her tantalizing flavor is fully matured, I shall return, and I shall reap my harvest. Godsdamn the void ascent bastard. Soulless piece of shit! Shite. Think, always think. Think first, act later. Oh. Okay. I think we're just gonna try and get through this. The story's half interesting, but it's basically just like, go kill the hungry guy. There you are, Ashen. My prize surpassed. Come forward. What a bump. I can smell it! Your fear! Your hatred! Your tender marbled soul! My masterpiece ripe for the slaughter! I'll savor every bite, strip the flesh from your bodies, crack them open. How I hungered, how I thirsted and enraptured by the thought of your sweet essence trickling down my throat. Never have I suffered so in waiting, but in beholding your magnificence I see it was worth every agonizing pang. I do not expect you to leap so into my wall willingly, nor do I desire it. I want you to writhe and struggle into your dying breath. Come on. Ah, that's the ball wall. good defiance becomes you. Though it begins to bore me. A noise, rather. 'Tis past time you bared your belly for my blade. Prey's sole purpose is to satisfy. My word, your aim is terrible. Ugh, I think it said. Ugh, how? There should be nothing left of you. Should have learned to chew your food more thoroughly. Fools, the both of you, I won't die so easily. Ugh. No! This ends now, Orcus. Wait, let me. This has been a long time coming. Dripping with fear, boiled in hatred, I can still smell its exquisite aroma. Just a taste. It's done. Let's get back to headquarters, Ashen. Boss, Ashen! Sorry for causing you all no end of worry. Tracking me down, you risked life and limb. And for that, I thank you. All of you. We didn't risk anything. We just sat here praying until you and Ashen walked through that door. Don't be so hard on yourself, lass. I know each and every one of you would have joined him if he hadn't talked some sense into you. We owe you our lives, boss. We owed it to you to return the favor. You're more than I deserve, yada yada yada. Hooper, for his own hold dear into her soul, vendetta who leads family to their death. Ornegas was no fool. He knew and accepted the risks. He placed his faith in you because he believed Orcus had to be stopped, and he was right. There'll be no more victims warning. He'll be able to achieve that victory. It'll be enough for him, and it'll be enough for me. You're right, this ain't the time for sulking. Ornegas will be the first to tell me that. Now this is the time now to sacrifice. It's just those we blossom toast, and those are still by our side. To thank the brave souls that led us here. I mean, if you Ocean Master, I'd like to take care of her, blah 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 blah. Yep, thank you. In one regard, you tackled your task with a singular result that impressed on his hurting soldier. I'm proud to call you family. You may have found it limits to provide a home for wayward guardians. We're not so different, guardians, St. Lucian. No guard revelation that. But moments like these help to put it all in perspective. His family was a dream that gave us the strength to survive in a strange land. But the beautiful thing about dreams, if you ask me, is that they can change, they can get better. So I say that, from this day forward, the Lemirs will be united not by origin, but by purpose. Brothers and sisters bound by shared conviction. I don't think anyone will object to that, boss. The owners are ready to welcome all people of all stripes. Yada yada yada, starting with you, Ashen. That was all but official already, eh? Aye, here's to the birth of a new family, brother. You guys speak so goddamn much. Holy hell. Drusilla? Yeah. Oh my god, you drawl on. As the Avatar, full, yada yada yada. Intro noise. Depth gauge unlocked. I actually really like that placement. The shroud gauge signifies the strength of your bond with your avatar. Once the shroud of the biggest age will display the time rating play host to your avatar as well as the stacks of the luminary shroud, which are consumed to use powerful attacks such as Void Reaping and Communal. Ghost Warriors, you walk through the doors after you know it's not very holy in here, but feel free to kick your feet up wheresoever you can. Okay, now we go back to Nolfrant. For now. Pardon. What level is this quest? 75. Come on. Hopefully get to 76 here soon. That way I can, do the, whatever it's called. Do a bit more of the, Shadowbringers role quests. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Savior should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hopes that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. And yet here you are, the allies whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ranka, you have our deepest thanks. Yes, Usagi people. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Quitana Rival proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humbled. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? We're allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. As long as we live here in these woods, the secret of Ranka must not fall into their wrong hands. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Ahmed. I look forward to a day when we might share more. We will await your return then. Ikazu! Speak with Runar over Fullerville. There you are, Runar, dear Runar.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. But please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
Oh, warrior of light, or Arminvald, or whatever the hell your name is. Hey Jen, are you willing to be a blanket? I'm cold. No? Okay. Something is definitely bothering you, Shola. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I return with you and the others to the Custarian. Before we go, let us speak with you in private. I will await you in my chambers. I'd assume this has something to do with like crafting people. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your ether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, and not unlike the Seniors. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Hydaelyn's blessing, rather it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects much, though he's unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange at all, anything strange, anything at all, pray and inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. Dude, guys, why the hell is my stomach like an endless void? I just ate like 3 bowls of baked potato soup, and I'm hungry again. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slitherbelt remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky return, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny that there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the blessed, learned their culture, even going as far as to adopt Messrs. Matoya's aim. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Speak with Yshtola at the Crystarium. You know what I should do? I should buy like 5 pounds of rations of some sort, like really easy to eat rations, and just put them by my desk. Like, they stay good forever, and whatever, and just put them by my desk for me to chew on whenever I'm up here. Because I am like a fucking beast. All things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and Alize have yet to arrive. But where's the Exarch? My friends, it is good to see you all again. Alize here too? Or, nah, the Exarch. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika? Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmar has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Novranz to defend them. I am glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Yulmar, what came of your meeting with Vothri? Yes, about that, it proved to be Urg. Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you all are as tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you'll have a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We'll reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. So head to the, whatever it's called. Manic Pixie Dream World? I'm sorry, I'm not interested. sorry about no interest. I do not have the energy to see every single individual side quest cutscene. It would drive me fucking insane. My Reaper quest is either in Kalusha or Ilmag. I think it was in Kalusha. Fuck? Oh, damn it. Better not have to go through every single one of these gates. Except why would I want to come here? Oh, these are their tribal quests. Oh, 76! Okay, well... we'll repair to our quarters, get to work on our side quest, on our, job quests. Or all quests. Oh my. What the hell's going on, man?
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there?
Hard bear.
You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I see.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will? Let's pay him no mind. Lies are the Ascian stock in trade.
Yeah,
Villains, heroes. All a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's
that's
waking
true.
nightmare.
That is true. That statement is correct.
Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge.
I would consider myself the same.
When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, it felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Who is this? Gaius?
What did the scouts have to report?
Oh, that's Justinian and then Gaius.
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long.
Indeed it has.
But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
I love Justinian's high-handedness.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear,
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, There's work to be done.
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy.
I love this. I love this game so much. Yeah, buddy, I'm coming.
What entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Yeah, if you seize the reins of this house, when I come back, I will fuck the shit out of you. I love him so much. I'm sorry. He's probably my favorite character. Hearing sounds of war? Yeah, you need to do that, but I go spit, so who cares? Yeah, I'll pay attention. Okay. Honey-hole! See, this is a reference, now that I've played more of the older Final Fantasy games, this is a reference to 1 and 3 at least. I haven't beaten 3, I've beaten 1, I've played a little bit of 2, I want to go back to it, I didn't like it, but... I'd ask if you're here for a drink, but I know you ain't. You got that serious look about you as usual. I've got my usual here too, my 5th round of it in fact. Ha! Why so few, you ask? Well, I stepped away for a while to do some research with that Morin book and right back to the cabin of curiosity and then banned me for life. Still just a wee bit of meat on the books and he chases you out with fury of 1,000 floods. That man could use a drink if you ask me, or you could use less. What's that glare for? Don't tell me if you're siding with him or me. We're supposed to be partners. I always side with him. I don't side with dwarves, ever. In anything. And after I worked so hard to find this information on drink so much, side with those 50 tons was all at one, but both of my buttocks went numb. So, did you find anything? You know, after what I went through with the Kennedy, your complete refusal to acknowledge anything I do is kind of comforting, actually. Anyhow, I did get some new information from a reliable source. A drinking buddy of mine, Raptika Greatwood, if we do some of her signature Peter slaying in the forest, there's a chance we'll draw it out. I figured that sitting around thinking is getting us nowhere, and research can only take us so far. So why not? Maybe fighting it together will teach us something we couldn't learn otherwise. We can't kill it, but the two of us should be more than capable of getting a few whacks in and making an escape. I've fought it before and come away fine, mostly. So that's the plan, meet me at Slitherbow. Okay. Slitherbow. Oh my fucking god. I've been here, so don't you worry. Ja, vi tog det. Vi tog det. What is this? Wait, one of those was wrong. I don't know which one that was. I wish I could turn up area music compared to mount music. Like, mount music's neat, but after a while it gets annoying. I really like the area music though. Where is it? I'm near. Oh, there. Don't forget, we still need to find out how it does the nuclear washing, not just wall opening. Defeat the Lesser Eater. Watch closely. You got the Ale Forge. Wait for it. There. Why doesn't it fix the other one though? It might have to do it one at a time, and well, it makes our lives easier, I guess. Charge. Focus started. No. Of course not, healing magic is so annoying, no offense intended. That's the point. It's designed to be annoying. Oh no, not again! There we go! Slash into the past! They're fighting. Says the Guardian, you excited, Limits? Yeah, now I claim I rarely go see Ivanka. Looks like an idiot. Yxilium. Benediction. Okay. Medicine. Okay. No, it wasn't nicely done. What? I don't want to have to do that entire fucking fight again as well. It better just put me back at that. What idiot designed this shit? I should have just done it on really easy. The thing is, I don't even know what killed me. It gave me plus doom as I died. Well, I don't care why it doesn't fix the other one, I want to fucking kill it. Yep, thank you. Everyone alright? All's well now, let's go get what we came for. The lost restorative magic of Ronka. Wasn't I just using that? Well... Ugh. Can you sense the power in it? Yes, there can't be no mistake, Silva. This is it, and my only path forward. Where's Guardian? In the name of the Royal House of Ronka, I implore you, grant me your knowledge. Midget! Let me eat. It's a crystal. I did it. The spell is mine at long last. I can save my sister. Sister! And you will. Meet up with Brennan and Neilbert, and then we'll see you home. Hey, old Heaves of inferior beardliness, egg face, Hobson, get it together for Stone's sake. By the stones! What's these insults you're throwing at me? Seeing in the past is a nice trick and all, but could you maybe, oh, I don't know, wait until we're not immortal? I can't control it! What are you thinking how to confirm what you saw? No mead. No ale first, then mead. Or, how about no alcohol? Buddha. View from above. This is a level 8 quest, which is the Reaper. This is at I don't know which one's closer to point to. Level 78 is what we need. No, level 76. So back to the Crystarium. Judging by his countenance, my gross speaks his little tidings for you when it rains. I suspected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of sin eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Why wasn't I fucking awoken? Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are sustained as long as I man our Crystal Tower Aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I think you might feel that way, but I cannot say your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information in their residence. Disseminate. But you who are under no such obligation and thus free to any townsfolk who may be in distress, the Ffxiv tends to be a point of congregation, tends of need. Crowded with those seeking solace and companionship, you would have my personal gratitude if you offer succor to those there. What do you mean by succor? You townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appears to be in distress. Ashen! I want to just return from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. Restore the darkness. We did. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. It looks like... Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment, we'll need to postpone such customs in favor of actions. Ffxiv is trying to play a barrier around the Castellarium as we speak, ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around the Castellarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands will be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. How do you even know where they are? I shall deal with the northern apparatus. Will you handle the western two? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Ferrite Plaza. That's some good ice. Huh. Honestly, to me, it just looks like I pulled down the lever. Yeah. This reminds me of the barrier from 15.
Senator sighted! They're coming!
And the barrier we made back at the end of Stormblood before Shadowbringers. Go, boy, go! Nice, the barrier is holding. Yulmore?
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the City Guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
We also join the Vanguard as soon as possible, so then the number of seniors we saw taking occasion will be facing a formidable host. Come on, you two. Come on, twins. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. Seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. The Australian forces are engaging with Sin Eaters at various locations across the Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Sin Eaters before they are decimated. Life to the end.
Let's give it our all.
Indeed they do!
Help is at hand.
Ah! Oh my. Attack guard!
Leave the healing to me.
Forgiving conceit. Okay. Come on, guys, we gotta get moving. Come on, move it. Someone has made short work of these sin eaters. You two, of course it's you two. Best buds. Actually, you'll be glad to know that all the locals will take in shelter. Nevertheless, we can't allow the sin eaters to gain any more ground. With me. That can't be good. I want to say they're the dancer ladies over there. Captain, whatever, and maybe... Oh, no. I couldn't save them. You tried. Sometimes... Good luck, Sacred. Staying with you. Well, it's too many already. Let's hurry. We have indeed. Keep moving. Don't stop. These eaters are too organized. They cannot merely be acting on instinct. I would agree. Oh. I must embrace the darkness. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was, to turn the tide. Dried up the sin eaters. The lives of the wounded are in our hands. Okay, there's an army behind us. We're fighting the flank. More of them, brothers!
On your feet.
Attack! Oh my. Oh my.
a show!
Okay, I guess they're supposed to die here. Minfilia! Or... There are...
So many.
Yeah, there's a shit ton. Lena? Where do I recognize her name? Oh yeah, it was the captain.
Lena, hold on. They turned on me.
Yeah, that's... I was expecting, like, don't they... I wasn't expecting, but I was like, don't the people who are cut by the Sin Eaters turn into Sin Eaters? Good job, dear Thancred. Oh, fuck. Thancred? Thancred, I know you don't die, buddy. Oh! Ugh. Ardbear. Oh no, it's a walking disaster.
We need only hold it a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right. Run! Run, damn you! The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
It doesn't.
No. No, no. Stay back. Stay back. Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
That was epic. Sad, but epic. Seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment right now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course, those whose bodies remain anyway. Alcé is contemplating all that must yet be done in the wake of battle. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am, but if you could see who the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is somewhere on your right, because they're asking if there are any other outstanding areas that need help. Trembling guard. Don't touch me, I killed her, she was one of them, I know, but there. Anguished girl. Or guard. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you. With tear-filled eyes, the proud man gazes up at you. His finger twitches as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Fuck! This is an absolute disaster. You better not be turning.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need? Appoint another. A captain's place is with her soldiers in the field. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me. I am fine.
completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far! I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium.
Vol 3. What the fuck?
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. It is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Indeed, it won't. That's why you're gonna die. Warriors of Light don't negotiate with terrorism. Well, Ffxiv's already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my movements to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Mephilia for me? They endangered myself on my behalf, and I feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from the Sin-Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagirix still. Please give them my thanks. I could have completely mispronounced that. And to the Crystarium. Spagirix? I got it. You here for me? Sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid Brillo, but thank you later too. Don't worry. I'm more worried about Philly. Can I ask you to speak to her with her? My attempts to reach out to her have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Oratorium. Tez would fetch herbs for just a meal, but just talk to her, will you? Yeah, I can attempt to do some talking. The Oratorium. Eep! Oh, Ashton, what are you doing here? Thankred. My fault, you know. I took the chance to help Lita, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. Hey, Leon, you get those herbs for the healers? Oh, what have I done? I promised I'd be right back, and yet here I am. I know that I need to be better. I'm only allowed to be part of this because I'm in Philly, and I need to be more like her. All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. But you're right, I can still help. If only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesameal. There are only 2 left on this list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesameal. Whoever gets there first can explain. Together we'll be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Verdant herb. Well. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to give with the numbers of wounded that are being brought in. Not surprised. I was on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's face make plain that it was a horrible battle. It might be better described as a massacre. And we're still fighting, I suppose, but with that, though it's bitter medicine rather than sharp steel, but we'll win. I promise you that. And Thankred. Seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spigurix in good working order, the Costarians people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but it's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? You needed to tell something from me. My dearest friend, you see, who was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Valtteri says is true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight, but I believe in the Warrior of Darkness. And the Crystal Exarch, I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him you have my word. Why do I look so smug? I like it though. At least that's how I feel. I feel my character's face looks like his eye is like very smug, like he's constantly judging anybody and everything. I shall be right back. I am back! Yay! Titan bronze headgear. Thinker seems keen to quit the infirmary. If you're ready, why not go head to the ocular? You can keep the XR company while I fetch help in it. Don't worry, I'm going to borrow the swiftest armor I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? I shall do my best. But man, every time I see that I think, wow, that's a long ass staircase. Woo! Maybe it's wide. Your business with the Crystal X-Arc, just say the word, and I will be able to escort you to the ocular. And to the ocular, yes please. Bam. Every time I see it. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. When our soldiers said that, thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret being my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. And if I were to convince any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know? No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Okay, the twins are here.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Lena? Oh. Emmett. Could you just hurry up, my man? And pardon.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
I love that response.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
This is the course you've heard about Outlander Jake, so I'm afraid it will be difficult to spare any of the guard who accompany you, but I can't promise that you will be well looked after upon your return. Just see to it that you do return, alright? Of course. If only I'd been able to locate Calucia's Whiteborn, I had come to this. No, I just want to thank her, must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's changed since coming over and understand, he may as well be a different person. He reminds me of... he reminds me of Father. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzi, but in the end he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. And then Philia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. It seems a change of stance what must be done, though I do wonder if she's truly prepared to make the choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her, however much he wishes it were otherwise. Now Hagrid, let us know whither this path doth lead. His journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Sigh, will you ever grow tired of will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask me. As I told you, Zodiac is the greatest of my people, the first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. As like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. And so the Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness, his darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected, given their innate inability to conceive the nature of our universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really, I have no need of deception. Even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Fanta? The Rotunda. Sorry for the wait, I'm ready now. Are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it, too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you're prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw your Morn ship coming to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. They're at the same vessel that bore Valthry's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through that region. Or to that region, through that region. Right now, Naveth Arang lies in the southern regions of Amarang, and there are 2 routes we can take to get there. First is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsalk. So there, get to there some way. The other is the western routes, which require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, it's a more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Navath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we need to cross Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the owners caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet Valthry's approval. Yeah. Give me a sec, cleaning my glasses, people. Don't want to go blind. Ooh. And we can be sure their activities would not meet Valthry's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I'll draw the Yomor's attention elsewhere, an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you'll have a chance of reaching Nabath Arang unopposed and without risk to civilians, okay? I cannot deny this time plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I'll accompany you as well. I will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say Thancred something will say this blah 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 blah. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. Nah. With that in mind, I think it best we follow the road from the bridges. Move faster with the solid path under our feet. Or the birds. We'll borrow a few Morrow on our journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you, I'll try not to disappoint. There you are, the gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. All the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? All so soon, Master Knight, you barely had time to recover from the battle! Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in position to acquaint you, or whatever.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garrick lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Logic was sound, though. I feel there are less trouble to have others. Yep. A village so near, how convenient. I doubt it's that simple. This place is covered by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is minor trouble, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. New headgear! Okay, that's pretty deep. Bankers gazing with interest at the nearby village. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? I would hope. Finding a village from our hardly 10 paces in the hills is probably a stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect on the road ahead. $10 it's a Ghostville. Ghost town, not a Ghostville, ghost town. $10 that it's a ghost town. Oh, it's an actual settlement, I suppose. You stole them, your face. Oh, I remember, you spent Wilbear gold. Such a coin purse cracking, you are already a legend among Lord traders. You're a traveling merchant then, can you tell us anything about this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Gaddock. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabath Arang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty! The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabath Arang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnel will remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Morden might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps, you ask, they tell. Tell for free, even to friends of our best customer. Wonderful, thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. what I wanted, but it's what I get. Real. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs. But it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola and a spare scrap of parchment. You enter that building. Soul. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines in the hills of Amber.
It's locked behind the gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. Gone. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Umorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. It seems somewhat superfluous to do so. You dutifully make note of Gongon's words. Actually, I'm afraid we've learned little of use of how to reach Nabatharang. The Umoran presence, though, that's all that matters. Apparently, though, their army is definitely not Nabatharang. There have been no sightings of Umorans at all in the hills of Amber. Perhaps you can take that as a sign of Alize's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So these are options. Well, what do you think? Can we get an air show? I have to do this. I'd rather not. It's all the same to you. It went poorly. We couldn't simply wave our hands and vanish to eat the like Yashola. Not that I would recommend it, even if we could. Gondola. Oh. We could perhaps use them armed, but even from a distance, I can't imagine the Umoran army wouldn't spot us if we were to travel by air. Does seem to be the least risky of our options. I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. Yeah, that sounds right. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it. Perhaps Zinzin can offer some insight. Quests. Okay, hi. I'm honestly gonna end it here. Normally, I am going to travel over to the sanctuary real quick, and then I'm gonna end it. And when we be next turn, we're gonna take care of Tearful Reunion. Then probably hit that. Well, assuming I can even get to Tearful. Get the flying.
Is that deadage? Is that what that's called? Deadage? Well then, I'm gonna end it here.